Hello and welcome to a new Tech Tuesday video. The theme the last few weeks has been Google, so we're going to keep up with that theme here. I'm going to be talking about Google Docs today and some of the things that you can do with it. First off, let's look at templates. Here you have various templates that you can use, just putting it in and then editing the template. So let's say that you wanted to put in one-to-one notes. Okay, and you can insert that. So these are all kinds of templates that you can put in. If you were doing a meeting, it would connect to your calendar. You could choose the meeting and you can add notes and action items right there, and it actually shares it with the attendees that are scheduled in that meeting. You can do an email draft here if you would like to test out writing an email. This might be helpful for your students to practice writing emails. And then you even have a more button. So over here are even more building blocks and templates. So here is your meeting notes, your email draft. You have a task tracker. You go under communications. You can even create a poll and assign this to students through Google Doc. Meeting, so a calendar event draft, meeting notes, a simple decision log, and a detailed decision log. For project management, you have a task tracker, a review tracker, team directory, project assignments. So think about how your students can utilize these building blocks when they're working as a group for a project. You also have even coding built in, or you can build a custom building block. So if there's a type of Google Doc that you find yourself making over and over again, you can create a custom building block and insert it. So those are some building blocks that Google Docs has placed within their new format. Under File, you now have this new approvals piece. So what this does, get it come up, is you can request approval to finalize your file. So if you're working on something and you want your students to request your approval for what they've done, they can request your approval. Okay. Under Insert, those are where some of the building blocks are going to be, and that's where you can do the View More here. Google Docs now has e-signature fields, so you can choose if you want to insert in fields for signer 1, and then the fillable field would be signature, and then date signed. So here would be where you would send it to, and you would just click Request e-signature, and then your document name, the email for the person you're sending it to, and the message. And then once they sign it, it will be sent back to you, and your Google account will be the primary account. Okay, so if you need signatures for anything, you can easily create a Google Doc, add in these fields. Once it's created, you can even move the fields, I believe. Let's see. No, it's not letting me move the fields. But you could possibly make them larger, smaller, and you can delete them as well. Just by hitting delete. So that's one of the new pieces in Google Docs is the e-signature piece, which is absolutely amazing, and I'm so glad that they have added this in. They also have the ability to add what they call tabs now. I call these headers. So if you have a document and you have multiple headers, over here on the left, there's tab 1, which is my first header, and then there's tab 2, which is my second header. So these would be like if you're making a table of contents or things like that, those are your tabs. You can even add subtabs, so subheadings. and easily delete. And you can choose an emoji for that tab, which is actually pretty cool. So that's tabs and how that works. Think of it like organizing your essay or your writing. Okay. The rest of it is very much basic, the same as the old documents was. Here you have word count, review suggested edits. This is your e-signature again under tools. You can link objects, dictionary, and the translate document will translate your Google Docs. So if I wanted to, I can go into insert. I can insert a building block for a task tracker. And then under tools, I can do translate document. And I can have a copy of the document made. Let's see if I can find it. In Spanish, and then translate. Now here is a translated copy of the document in Spanish. So that's something else that you can do with Google Docs if you need that. You have the ability to add extensions, and if you need any help, please do not hesitate to go to the training right here. And this will take you to the Google Workspace Learning Center where you can look at Google Docs training and with quick start guides. Even with productivity, citations and bibliographies, customizing your document, all of these different features that would really help you out. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to ask. I know this was a lot, but Google Docs is very user friendly. Thank you for watching.